Well, welcome back everybody. We're working on that John Deere power plant. I just wanted to show you Easter morning. What a beautiful morning. 22 degrees or so, 21, 22 degrees. Absolutely beautiful. Not a breath of air, just cold. So we'll shut the cold outside. And we're working on this first reduction this morning. I'm just getting ready to pull the drive. Now, if you use this bolt to pull on, which most people do, make sure you put a couple washers behind that. The guy that did it before, he had frigged up all the threads on the bolt. But he had ground them off and they're still good, you know, but save yourself the trouble. If you've got some big heavy washers that are smaller than, you know, this one here, so that it can come out. You can actually use a stack of lock washers if you want. It doesn't really take much, 5/8 washers, whatever you got. Those are off of a, it's one that they don't fight. That's off an international, oh, what was that thing? It was a big 4-cylinder power plant, a U9. Yeah, U9. And engine was junk, but I happened, before I junk it, I'm gonna take the main caps off, save the castle nuts and a bunch of stuff. But anyway, that's another whole story. So, yeah, let's see if we can get this thing off here. I'm gonna go get a puller. Well, we got the air compressor running, of course, because we're using air, but... Oh, shoot. Wrong direction. Had that all set. And we'll put her back in. Go. That one was tight, which is a good thing. I was about ready to get out the torch. Clutch discs aren't too bad. I mean, they're thin, but yeah, something asbestos free. I don't know. Anyway, get me some wire cutters here. That good thing that old clutch was coming off because they didn't pack that bearing. This race is all right. Matter of fact, it looks exceptional, but she's some dry. Yeah. Get my rag out of there. Yeah, so it's a roller bearing out on that outer end. Well, I can show it to you. We've had a little, somebody there had been in there messing around. They broke this shield out. Amazing how people stave shit up. Wow, that was beat out from the other side. Somebody was trying to get that bearing out, I would say, and then gave up on it. Yeah, that might even be considered a little loose, but it's all right, we can fix her. At least the hardened race is just like brand new. Matter of fact, it does look new, actually. I wonder if somebody changed that but didn't change the bearing because I couldn't get it off. Anyway, yeah, somebody's been into this engine, doing some work on it. I'm pretty sure. It don't look bad. It's funny, there's a lot of rust right there, but yeah, I'm sure she said at some point in her life, but we'll get this tin plate off, then we'll take the actual first reduction off, and we'll see what we got. Why would anybody go that route? I don't. Now, I don't know. That's just been repacked. Like I say, somebody rebuilt this, twisted off a stud down here, and they just glued it on with silicone, so it just looked like it was there. You know, this is the work of an amateur, and I don't care how many years the guy'd been doing stuff. Anybody that does this type of stuff, yeah. So anyway, we know whoever was in here was an amateur, that's for sure. Looks to me like it's loose in the housing also, and he didn't fix that. He did safety wire it. Not a real good job, but it's done. You know, I just drained it. I don't know where all the water came from, but I drained about probably 2 gallons at least of water out of that. Well, that was an empty bucket, and it's got probably 3.5 gallons in it. So, yeah, the rest of it was water. And anyway, we're going to get this first reduction off, see what we can do. Have I missed a bolt? No. Although it acts like it. That one there came right out. The other side don't want to. Okay, let's see what we can do. We'll start disassembling here because we're going to take, like I said before, we're going to cut the housing right here. Come right down across there. We're going to drop that right off. I'll have to put some hardwood or something across here to hold it up. Eventually, I've decided, because you know, it's the biggest problem with this is where do you actually support it from on the back? So I've decided what I'm going to do. I got some, I don't know if it's 8 or 10 inch channel iron out back. I'll take it and trim it out, and I'll come back at an angle. Come down to the skid underneath from these 2 sets of bolts. And then on the front, I'm going to put it up where the pedestal goes on, straight down. I think the makings was here for a good tractor. Yeah, he broke that stud off and never tried to take it out. Huh. Crazy. Dang, I'm mad now anyway. So I'm not even going to film it. I'm going to go ahead and remove all this here. You know, it's not much of a job. Whoever was in here, you know, it's all the same mechanics wire. So I would say that, you know, somebody did a lot of work to this tractor. It might have been before this guy got it. Well, that nut right there is what we're after. That's on the back side of the flywheel. Now these usually are so tight that it takes about all you can do usually to move them. I've already loosened one of them. Haven't been on to this one yet. But I want to see if this one's the same as the other one. And it is. Shouldn't be able to move that with one arm. The other one is even looser. That one actually was a little tighter than what I expected it to be. This wrench is made for a hand start, so it doesn't really fit this electric start flywheel that good, but it'll still get the job done. Although I may make a better one to tighten them up. Because this flywheel is moved out, that's quite obvious, and we can see why. Yeah, whoever was working on this didn't quite have the knowledge. Wow. Now, what are the chances? Pretty good. And this is an arm load. I don't know what they weigh, but they'll spoil 100 pounds. Wow. Yeah, the pin's still in it. That's good. I should have marked the flywheel just in case the pin weren't in it, but there is a pin right here. Sometimes them are missing, and you really should mark your flywheel with a prick punch just to make sure it goes back on the same, because they won't run good if that's off, because this is your balance of your crankshaft. Same way with the clutch on the other side. So yeah, we're getting down to where we're going to be able to, you know, start making this old girl two pieces here. I'm going to take this cover off. I'll bring you back. We'll take one final look at it. Well, I just wanted to show you. This isn't that thick right there. Whiz wheel went right through it quick. I'm going to work my way down here, and I'm going to stay out away for a ways. I figure I can trim it off later in little pieces. But for right now, I'm just going to try to get this bulk off. And yeah, we'll figure it out here as we go. I'll bring you back in a little bit. I'm just using the little grinder with the whiz wheel on it. Well, that right there is 15 minutes worth of work. So, you know, if a guy really got after it, especially if he had a big cutoff wheel, you know, you could trim this off in easily an hour. It's going to get here easier the further I go. Because I can reach it underneath there, and I don't have any thick webbing down through there. So this here had some real nasty bosses, and I think I'm going to have thick over there too. But anyway, I'm going to quit right here today. Basically, it's, you know, I got half of it opened up with the use of the hole on the top. So anyway, it's been a good Easter anyway. Everybody went for a walk, and if I go for a walk, my knee will ache, so I came down here and worked on this a little bit to take all the gears out, and then just spent 15 minutes cutting with a whiz wheel, and we're gaining. I looked over a bunch of my steel out back. I got enough steel. I think I can make my skids and my drop downs, you know, my legs. So I think we're pretty well set here. All we got to do is get this back end trimmed off and get that first reduction cover cut. I'll get that done maybe tomorrow morning or tomorrow night. I'm not really sure when, but I'll bring you along. Anyway, I hope everybody had a great Easter, and keep safe, everybody, and we'll see you on the next one.